That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Exclamation mark! How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who rejected Joan of Arc and she was brave and courageous, and while she didn't do anything wrong, it's brutally burned at the... which boils down to you not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Objection! But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Dude, if he mistook a glove for a bunch of bananas, I doubt he could see that girl. Then again, where was the glove? Who knows?
Witness? Please be a bit more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime. What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. 6:45, That's a while. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes.
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
All right. Ooh, this one's gonna be tough. I don't think I felt anything there. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as I realized she was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. That's the end. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. Okay, I'm looking at the court record. I'm looking at the court record! Okay, what's this? This is me. I was about to present it. I can't examine it. Okay, Maggie... glasses. 6:28 is the time of death. After that, I immediately called the police station. Must have been 6:45. Are you sure it was 6:45? Cause that's like 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes after he died. Objection. Mr. Wellington, would you please look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Unless there was like a phone 15 minutes away and you didn't have a cell phone on you, then that would make some sense. But I'm not gonna go into that. Yuck! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Objection! The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. Objection! 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! And that sounded wrong.
Mr. Wellington.
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you why do I sound like that? What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
He was busy writing in the sand. Answer the question. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
Exclamation mark, you and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. I know what that is, I just don't know how to pronounce the name. It's the dolls that are in the inside of the dolls, inside of the dolls, inside of the dolls. I have one, you know? I don't know how to pronounce that, though. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it. Do I have it right here!
Unbelievable! You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What are you saying, that a first-rate person? People are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses lose stuff and simple plain people like you can understand?
Enough!
Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone? Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further! Mr. Wellington. Beef Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Oh no, it's lost. What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that maybe this was his. No, he's got my phone!
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused both by his call was caused by his search for a phone booth.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
There is something. Your Honor, the witness testimony does not make sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? Objection! You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This is evidence should be good enough, I think.
Alright, so let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. I don't know. Is there a phone booth in this picture over here?
Aha! There is! There is! I didn't even know! Woo! Take that, man! That's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with this picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, then something's wrong with you! I think I read all of that wrong, but whatever. No.
It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do is walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ugh.
Order! Order!
Objection! What is reporting the crime a little late brew for you? Objection! The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, was he looking for something else? Was he?
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
I have some idea. He did know that her name was Maggie, but didn't know how to spell it. So, you know, I'm thinking he set up the body and stuff. There's only one possible explanation.
Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility.
Please present to the court that one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Oh, I'm answering that? Oh, wait, yes, I am answering that. I mean, of course I knew. It's this one, right?
Because he was busy writing in the sand. Take that. Perhaps this is the it's not, is it? No, it's not.
Perhaps. Oh, no. That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. I'd suggest that perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence.
Yes, of course, Your Honor. Well then.
But before you do, you will be penalized.
Ouch.
Please present to the court that one piece of evidence that wants the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
Oh, I'm actually stumped here. Why didn't he call the police right away? I mean, to me it's obvious. He was busy setting up the body. But how do I prove that? How do I prove something?
Cause he lost his glasses. Take that.
Oh my god, am I right?
Okay. Mr. Wellington, second time's a charm. I almost said second chime's a tarm. That would have been weird.
Well, what? Don't do that. You almost made me have a heart attack.
These are your glasses, aren't they?
Where did you find? Gah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours? Ooh. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Ooh, they're murmuring some more.
Order! Order!
No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Ow. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call.
Now, Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Yeah, yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. Did I say that word right? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. Like I always do. I don't know how to yell like that. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. Deep six? I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order! Order!
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Hey, it's nothing new. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you're not the murderer. Oh, why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim was left-handed.
So basically, you are saying that in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground?
But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie or Maggie?
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Mrs. Birdie before this trial. Or Bird? Is it Bird or Birdie? Oh, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's? Yes! It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? It would be the cell phone, right? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? Murder, not murderer. So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you... Objection! Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? You think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murderer? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up the lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. No. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, E-Y, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie, I-G. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! You hear that? Everyone who knows me who wants to murder my future boyfriend, question mark? You gotta learn how to spell my name before you can kill him. And pin the blame on me. Order! Objection! But Your Honor, the witness has no motive. And your point is? It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright. Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor. It is? I don't know it! Exclamation mark. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to the court proof that the witness had a motive. Oh no, oh dear. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it can't be due to jealousy because he didn't even know this girl. So it's not that. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Wait, it's this thing, right? Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? I'm not even really that sure what it is. I don't even know if the name of stuff. Whatever, these phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone that the defendant found. And we've determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? That this is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who dialogue with the goddess. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. I hurt my thumb. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. Do you think any of you, could know what it's like to be a refined man like me? Objection! Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness. Objection overruled again. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the number of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is
Looking into the group, a victim of the group, a member of that group.